face. However, again, by moving quickly in this business, by moving fast, by building the brand, and by building the customer loyalty, that is how we intend to tackle this particular problem. And finally, we do see some technical issues that may come our way, server downtimes. Again, we acknowledge that these problems will be faced. However, we are going to tackle them, hopefully, to the patience of our customers as well, and also through contractual agreements with our server providers. They would have to compensate us in the case of any major breakdowns. And with that, I end the presentation. Thank you, and we'll be more than happy to take any questions.
Okay, so now let our presenter rest, and two of us will face all the questions you try to ask. Okay, please. Anyone?
If I can start off by making some comments. I thought that was a really good presentation. I like the market context that you provided, the size of the market, and gave us a sense of what you're going after. I thought it was very good. I like the comparative analysis. I thought it was very well thought out. Your presentation is different from the standpoint that you don't have a product, but you presented a business model. So I thought it was unique, and I actually think it's quite visible. You mentioned that there are 4 pillars that are necessary, for this model to work. And there is a programmer, there is the graphics artist, and there is a music person, and there's somebody else. Okay, and the way that you are going to draw people to engage these expert resources is they pay a fee, okay, and then you've got this team. Question I have for you is where are you going to find these people, okay, and how are you going to sustain them if the volume of people wanting to develop games don't come? Okay, they will go work for somebody else. How long do you intend to keep them? So some practical questions.
Okay, I guess I'm more fit to answer this question because personally I am a programmer. I do develop some small flash games. And one problem I actually encounter is that, yeah, I'm good in programming, but I'm not good at drawing. Yeah, one person cannot be good at everything. So I need someone to draw for me this design that I have. So I must go around looking for these talents. I can either try to learn it myself, of course, but you will take time, you will take energy, and it's not really worth the opportunity cost. Also, other way is I look for my friends, but my friends are not going to be enough. So what am I going to do now? For now, I have no option. There isn't a place where I can look for artists, but if our website is set up, I can actually go onto this place and find an artist for myself with a small fee. So in a way, people would actually draw themselves towards this website as they have the need of a certain talent. So we don't really need to sustain them. They will come for us. Okay, thank you.
So just to add on to that, sorry, you don't necessarily have to be one of those 4 pillars. You could just be the person with the idea and the concept. For example, I'm a big car fanatic, but I can't do any of that, seriously. So what I would go on with just the idea and the concept, and I can still hire people from these 4 pillars. So as long as you've got a concept and an idea, this is a place you can turn it into reality.
Well, I think you've already answered the question because I was sharing the thoughts with Meeting earlier on as to how you're going to sustain your own employees and to make sure that they don't run off and set up an identical company like what we have. So you may want to think about providing even a share of the company to ensure that you keep them. I'm really, really very impressed with the business model that you've actually presented. I thought the SWOT analysis was really, really good, coming from students like yourself. It is well researched, I think, in terms of it's a part of an actual business model. So I'm really very impressed with it. And I'm really, really also impressed with the compilation of all these images where there's not much of words, but it was well presented in that regard. To my personal opinion, I feel that this whole business strategy actually could work. We possibly need to look at the fine-tuning of things, to look into it deeper, taken a set, in terms of your purpose as well as also how we want to lift this off. But I think the whole business sense is workable. Congratulations as far as that's concerned.
Thank you.
I thought the idea is very sexy. Because as along with the two other judges, I thought the sophistication of this business model is slightly beyond what we are all expecting. And it gelled together. Okay? So that's great. Okay, so congrats on all the hard work and the hard thinking you have been putting in. Okay. Having said that, the amount of executional risk that you need to face, the question is, can you really pull this off? This is going to be very tough. Okay. Either you need to tweak the business model such that the technology sophistication is low, or else to put a platform whereby you will force all the different players to play the game that was designed for this. And automate the extreme under that is not going to be easy. And I don't think the amount that you showed just now can do that, unless you can find a very simple way to do so. Okay? The execution rate of getting all the different players onto the same network, that will take a while. Okay? So my advice for you and for all of us who are really serious about bringing our business model to life, you have to put in that dedication. You have to put in that commitment. This is clearly a model that will work and can set out to do great things, not just in Singapore. We're talking about whole of Asia, potentially the whole world. Okay, but it takes a lot of commitment to make this happen. And I wonder whether you have that. Okay.
Well, we can just answer that a simple yes. We are definitely passionate about this idea. It is an idea we've been working on for the past 48 hours. Something that, we do agree that we do come up with the fact that it is tough. In fact, the estimates that you see up there for the financial projections are based on a very conservative 250 users. We break even in the second quarter, which might be
great. Okay. And one thing which I'm impressed, and the next go for all the amount of friendship we formed so fast, among all the different JC, I think that's great. Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Okay, thank you.
Thank you so much.
So I just want to make one more comment just about the model itself, because I think it's a really good effort, and I think we can just move further along. I think protecting intellectual property is going to be key in this business. You might get some great games developed. If you don't have that managed properly, somebody could take that idea and give it to somebody else. Okay, and then you would have your business stolen out from under you. So I think you've got to think about how you build in protections. Okay, how do you build in upgrades? Don't roll out everything at one time. You roll out upgrades at different points in time, so that people are always coming to you. You have the latest version. So I think those are some practical considerations you want to protecting your computer.
Okay. Okay, thank you. Okay, thank you.
Hopefully that was a very interesting plan. So thank you very much, Jeanette. So next up we have something for the fashion industry with a very interesting name. Let us give it up for Caps Lock from the fashion industry. Team, you may set up now.
Okay, let's imagine this. You have been invited to this beautiful cocktail dinner, this very fanciful cocktail dinner. You walk down Orchard Road, you have already found the perfect top and the perfect bottom. As you walk around, you're like, wait, I need a hat. Where am I going to get a formal hat in Singapore? Where am I going to find one of that around? Or let's say you are a teen now. You walk in Bugis day in and day out. You see the same kind of caps. You see Billabong, you see Roxy, and you see New York. Time and time out of the game, you say, no, I want something new, I want something different. So where are you going to get that? Well, I present to you Caps Lock.
Okay, Caps Lock. The moment you see caps, you know we sell caps, obviously, right? Okay, Caps Lock is a caps concept store, and then it's the first store that is dedicated to sell caps only. Okay, and then next one is a lock house interior design. The thing is like this, once you step in, you're the customer itself, you'll see, oh, it's an old cottage feeling, you have a very homely feeling. And also, the design will be very unique and creative such that when customer walk past, you'll see, hey, that store is so cool, Caps Lock, so unique name. Also,